Well, everybody, let's march on. Yeah, marching, Navy. Let's boat forward. We'll come up with better puns as we go on. It is a bye week, thank God, because we don't want to sit here and get murdered anymore. But it could be a very big week for recruitment as we are trying to lock down some of those dudes at the last minute. Have I ever seen a hot chicken pizza from Donato's? No. Is that like Ted Donato? Former Bruin? Donato's. Founded in Ohio. No. I've only been to Ohio once in my life. It should be sail forward. Sure, Ryan Donato. Well, if I ever go back to Ohio, I will do just that. As we get the 63 rated outside linebacker, Darren Allen. That's fun. Down to 7 scholarships remaining. Never go to Ohio. Hey, what did I go? Overton, Ohio. It's like right on the border on a road trip. Went to a hotel. They had a pool. My wife and I saw nobody else, so we just swam for an hour, and it was sweet. So shout out to Ohio. You're in my good graces for the moment. You're crushing it, Ohio. All right, so taking a look at who is left. Marcus Wood, we're competing with Notre Dame. It's not looking too good. We are back in the lead for Alex Johnson, barely. Joseph Murray, we're in the conversation. Justin Young, we're in the conversation. Calvin Rollins, a one-star linebacker, but we're in the conversation. Apparently, we're in the conversation for Avery Butler. Jesus Christ, we're in the conversation for Cantrell and Jamal Reese as well. Well, no guarantees with these guys, but we are, as mentioned, in the conversation. Shockingly. So there's not too much left to do in terms of points or anything like that. Right now, it's just waiting it out and seeing how it all plays out. I do think, though, with 7 scholarships left, we can get rid of this one-star linebacker. We're not that desperate to find somebody in that particular position. There is also the 2-star safety, Justin Young. I'm going to take him out, too. Sorry, Justin. We're going to aim higher than that. So those are the final 6. And right now, that is all this season's about. Screw playing games. We're terrible at 2-6. We're taking on 1-7 USF. Who gives a shit if we win or lose? I don't. I care about what prospects we lock down here as we lose to USF. Now, something to keep in mind is that we were a 3-star program when we started. We did drop down to 2-star for this season. There is a very realistic chance that we could be down to 1-star at the end of this season. We'll see if that happens. There's a decent little possibility. We also play Temple in week 12. All right, no further commits. We know that we're in a battle, which is good. 6-3 Temple, huh? Shout out to Temple. 7 scholarships left with 6 targets, which is fine because I want an available option at the end of the season. But Jamal Reese, we now have a lead for. Cantrell and Butler. Jesus Christ. We are 500 points back on Marcus Wood. Is there anybody else sub 20% or so that we can get into the fight for here? It's a lot of 3-stars. Are there any 4-stars left? It's worth a shot. I thought 600 points would be a bit too far. Apparently not. All right, we got a wide receiver. Gerard Fukua. Fuck you. All right, Gerard, fuck you. Get you and Nick Wilson from Minnetonka, Minnesota. Shout out to Prince. What else do we got? Any other 4-stars here then? Anybody? Please give me another. Ooh, okay, well, Butler was already there and he's a 5-star. What about Mario Wolf? Sophomore, but still. We'll add him back to the list. We'll say 25% is our new cutoff. Only looking at 4-star options right now. Or 5s. Although it's unlikely that any 5s are available. Anybody else want to be a late steal here? Anybody? It's not looking too good. Okay, I think we got our list again. We'll try to rejoin the fight. So, Mr. Fuck You, ooh. It's unfortunate. He is on an NA, but you know what? We're going to try anyway. It's fine. Nick Wilson. +2. Again, we'll try. Offer a scholarship out to Mario Wolf. We already had him scouted. And Trey Wilson. Just gonna try. I mean, we have the points. Why not? Let's go for the highest rated dudes first, which is Wolf. And the Wilsons. All 3 of them. The running back Will Moss on 50 points, and we'll just see if that does anything. Why not? We got time. Temple, they're 6-3 on the season. They are going to kick the crap out of us. Let's get that ass whooping over with. Suck it, Temple. Mid-college. The most mid-college out there. Temple University. You heard it here first. That one guy, that one troll from 3 years ago, I hope he's having a terrible day. Tremendous. We beat Temple 10-7. Low-key worried the recruiting in the new game won't be this good. I mean, it's funny because the recruiting in this game arguably isn't as good as 13. It is a little bit more simplified, though. So it's less time investment, but... All right. So 3-7 on the season. Where do we stand in terms of recruitment? Where do we stand? Will Moss, 700 points back. Wilson, we're only 70 back. Oh my god, dude, those 20%. We're in the lead for Mario Wolf. We are 600 points back for Wilson. 700 back for Will Moss. We go with Fuck You, Well, Faku on 250 and Will Moss on 250. There we go. Arkansas has battled back for Alex Johnson. He needs to make a choice, man. He needs to make a choice, but we're sticking in there. We're hanging in the fight. 7 scholarships left, trying to lock down the best talent we can. It's Charlotte up next. We're actually favored as they're 2-8 on the season. Wonder if NIL deals will be a part of the new game. I am expecting it to be the most basic, bare bones Dynasty / franchise mode they can possibly get away with shipping. Let's be honest, man. Lowest expectations possible. All right? The lowest. My goodness. As we lose to Charlotte after beating Temple, by the way, which is just insane. Absolutely insane. Peter Griffin up to level 6. Love to see it. All right, still in a battle. We got a finalist for the Butkus, finalist for the Bednarik. As we take on old Eastern Carolina. Eastern Kakalaki. In terms of the scouting, let's get the bonus points for the last couple weeks of the season, because of course we can reset the tree at the beginning of next season. Our goal now is to try and ruin Eastern Carolina's season. Let's see. Yeah, now we have 6,000 points. So we're 260 points back on Marcus Wood. We're competing with Notre Dame, which is tough. Alex Johnson, 65 points back of Arkansas. Gigantic lead for Joseph Murray. Absolutely gigantic. Avery Butler out of nowhere. We have an absurd lead over some of the best programs in the nation. Cantrell as well. Ohio of all teams in the conversation. Gigantic lead for Jamal Reese. Facua's, he's in the combo now. Nick Whittleson, I mean, we're right there. We're right there for all of these guys. There we go. We get just enough dudes to max out our points now. It's just a matter of seeing who takes one of the 7 scholarships next. But ECU, 9-2 and 7-0 in conference games. We'll jump in. Let's see if we can ruin their season. Why not? They are going to kick the ever-loving crap out of us. Sweet, merciful God. Woo. Was there a guy that was ready for a visit? Noted. Noted. I'll fix that on the way back. Let's put them in their icy whites. All right. Let's get crushed. We're going to sim to halftime and assess the damage. I mean, we could have set up the visit for this game, but fuck it. We have a bye week in week 15. Whatever. It is what it is. Not too worried. If it screws us over, it screws us over. Damn it. The one time I try to focus on gameplay, that's what happens. Ridiculous. All right. Let's, that guy's going to wish that parachute could go right back up and get him the hell out of here. This is about to be a crime scene. They're going to absolutely destroy us. Oh, the wind. My best friend, the wind. Okay. Sim to the first quarter. 3-0 Eastern Carolina. Make it 7-3 Navy. 7-3 Navy. Okay. 7-6. 13-7. Oh boy. Yep. 20-7 at the half. If we lose, it might be better that we didn't schedule the visit. Exactly. 20-7, make it 27-7, 34-7, 44-7. All right, this game's over. I'm not even gonna joke around and try to make a drive out of this. Yep. 54-7, 57-7. Your final score, East Carolina over Navy. And we will never talk of that game again. Moving on. I'm going to Bill Belichick this bad boy. So, Toogie, what do you think about that last game? Cincinnati. How do you feel of your quarterback? How did you feel that he played Cincinnati? That was as bad as I expected. Can I still schedule this visit for Joseph Murray? I can, for next week's bye week. Perfect. There you go. So we still got him on a visit. All right, we head to week 15. Our season ends at 3-9, but again, it's about the future. About the future. 2 god-awful seasons, but it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Just gotta believe. Just gotta believe. Well, we land a recruit here heading into the next week. No, but our coordinators finally get better. Okay. There's not going to be anything we can do in terms of recruiting this week. I mean, it's just the players are the players. Except for that one visit. We got Cantrell, who we're in a pretty close race for here. We'll get him and Jamal Reese here. Reese will lose some points on the visit, but that's okay. Ozzy, good to see you. Hockey version of this would be absolutely outstanding. Is there anybody? I mean, even if there's somebody that we're out for, I mean, it's 6,000 points. We should be fine. But we have taken the lead for some dudes that I never would have thought we'd even be able to fight back to be in contention for. So we'll see how it goes. It's in Poseidon's hands now, or I don't fucking know. Nautical puns and jokes and references. There's no reason right now to upgrade those coordinators, because who gives a damn? Who gives a damn? All right. For the conference championship week, we'll take a look around the nation, see how things are shaping up. Or we could just do an end of season recap. We'll probably do an end of season recap. Again, we're not too worried about other things going on right now. We're very Navy centric as we're still in a battle for Alex Johnson. So we shall see. Let's advance to bowl season and take a look at awards and all of that. See what happens. I don't think we're going to have to worry about job security, but we'll see. And even if we do get fired, of course, there is the way to get your spot back, but you have to start the skill tree over. Is what it is if it happens. The Heisman goes to UNC's Elijah Green. Elijah Green. All 5 finalists were running backs. God damn. Job security because no one else will take the job. Damn right. Damn right. We were obviously terrible this year. Let us take a look at, well, we saw the Heisman winner, championship contenders. Let's look at award winners. So Michael Penix won the Maxwell. Still so sad how the national title game went for him, man. It's insane he stayed in that game. Yeah, Drake May in 5th. Walter Camp goes to Elijah Green, the senior running back out of UNC. The Bednark to Jason Gilliam. You did have Gianni Woodson Brooks finishing 5th. The Nagurski to Sean Martin in West Virginia. O'Brien was Mr. Penix. Walker to Elijah Green. The Blitnikoff to Dorian Singer, USC. Let's see. Kipperer. Yeah, we didn't have... Oh my god, hold on. I thought it was Fugga. It's Fuaga. Fair enough. Dylan McMahon. Yeah, well, we had Woodson Brooks who did okay. You know, top 10 in 2 different votes. But that is about it. So, yeah, not a great season for us. Not a great season for us. In terms of the bowl games, though, let's see what we got. Obviously, only going to focus on the big ones, but you guys can see all the ones that are there. Of course, the Dukes of Mayo Bowl, absolutely gigantic. TCU and Clemson in the Pop-Tarts Bowl. Shout out to Warrior for the gifted sub, by the way. Appreciate it as always. What else do we got? The Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl. I mean, our kicker wasn't nominated for the Ray Guy. Can you believe it? Rose Bowl ends up being Miami and Maryland. Fiesta Bowls, Boise State and Utah. Sugar Bowl, Kansas and Auburn. Cotton Bowl, Oregon and Baylor. Orange Bowl, Florida and Penn State. National title game is North Carolina and the defending champions in USC. Caleb Williams going for one more. Yeah, both teams at 12-1, 9-1 in conference. Here you go. We'll see if USC can pull off the double here. Yeah, the old Tar Heels just made the final. Warrior with another gifted sub, by the way. My goodness. What I do want to take a look at is our players really quickly. So at quarterback, Blake Horvath was the guy. 6 passing touchdowns, 14 picks. Sweet Jesus. Rushing wise, he did have 700 yards with 6 touchdowns, 10 touchdowns for Anton Hall. And receiving wise, Davey in the Navy, the freshman, led the way in receptions and yardage. Didn't have one of the 6 touchdown passes, though. Blocking wise, shockingly, we didn't give up more sacks than what we gave up, which is, pretty insane. Defensively, 2 guys with over 100 tackles, which means they are out there all the goddamn time, so that's never good. Our sack leader with 4.5, Landon Robinson. And then for the kicking, our actual kicker was 4 of 7. Our punter was 8 of 13. Imagine if we could kick a field goal. Fucking imagine. Hopefully one of those 2 new kickers that we've brought in heading into next season are actually half decent. Big shout out to TKH, 21 months on the primer. I mean, hey, those are the 2 reasons to sub, right? They certainly are. I mean, unless it's something that you enjoy. Oh, resubscribing. Gotcha. Anyway, let's find out who wins the national title game. It will not be Navy, and it will not be Navy for quite a while if this is a season to judge things off of. Even though we did do pretty well in terms of recruitment last year, and I'd say heading into this next season, you know, I think our team's going to be that much better. The Tar Heels, Drake May, future New England Patriot, and the North Carolina Tar Heels defeat Caleb Williams, future New England Patriot, and USC, as the Trojans do not go back-to-back. And yes, I have to will one of those 2 into being the Patriots quarterback. Holy shit. Unless it's like, okay, they're going to take like Marvin Harrison Jr. at 3 and then take, I don't know, fucking take Penix in the 2nd round. I don't give a shit. Anyway. Shout out to the Tar Heels winning a football national title. And shout out to our 2nd season being done and dusted. Please, God, don't fire me. Please, God, don't fire me. Ozzy, it doesn't tell you what team they went to, but it does tell you if you were if you had players that were drafted. Job security is currently low. We fell from 5-7 to 3-9. But from the looks of it, I think we're okay. I think we are. LSU and Tennessee have options open, by the way, but from the looks of it, we are okay. Thank God. Thank God. Now, here comes the big, scary thing. Players leaving. We risked it big time in Season 2 and slapped a red shirt on a lot of freshmen. We need to hope that they don't get mad and leave. First things first, though. Really quickly. Did we get new coordinators? We did. I had a feeling it wasn't worth upgrading our coordinators. Tyler Osborne and Bobby April have been brought in, but again, we are safe as a head coach, at least for now. Players leaving. Okay. So obviously, a lot of seniors that are graduating. Connor McMahon, our best offensive lineman, so that kind of sucks. We lost that punter, but we know he wasn't that good. Nobody else left. Not a single freshman who sat out last year requested to leave. Not a single transfer. Thank God. I mean, again, we do lose some talents, but it's nothing that we can't overcome. Okay, that's a big win. We didn't get fired. We didn't lose anybody major. Now we just need to have a good win moving forward. Obviously, nobody for us would have been drafted. I am intrigued. USC. Caleb Williams went in the 1st round. Caleb Bullock. Caleb Williams is gone, at least. It's fun. Texas. Sanders. Quinn Ewers. Let's see who West Virginia had. Why? It's West Virginia. Shout out to Shadrick. If it's not Shadrick and it's Shadrach, then I'm gonna be mad. Tremendous. That was the big one that I cared about. Also, did Drake May graduate? If he did, he didn't go pro. So North Carolina is still going to be a problem. I have someone who's a starter at West Virginia. Fine. It could be mean, but fine. I know someone. Well, yeah, CJ Donaldson and Aubrey Burks both went pro. So there you go. Hopefully it's one of those two. In terms of transfer requests, we had 2 guys jump last year, and this year it's a freshman guard from Virginia Tech, James King. 65 overall, and we will gladly add him to our roster, no doubt. So 2 years and 3 recruits from the transfer portal. Not bad. Not bad at all. Pretty happy with that. Now it comes down to this for recruitment. 6 scholarships left. Okay. As we look at who's left, we obviously have to focus on the best overall players. Clearly. So Greg Wilson is 4-star, but he's only a 69 overall. He's going to be out. Same as Trey Wilson. Same as Nick Wilson. And actually, in fairness, let's not sort by overall at this point. Let's just go back to rank. Fakua, you are gone. Will Moss, you are gone. That brings us down to 7. Joseph Murray, you're going to be out as well. Marcus Wood, you're going to be out. We need to prioritize the best of the best. And there's no doubt Avery Butler at 5-star is the best of the best. But landing CJ Cantrell would be insane. Same as Jamal Reese. I mean, really, all of these guys, it would be insane. The question is, 2,500 points, is it enough per person? We are in the lead for 3 out of 5. Reese, Wolf, and Butler. All of them by at least a couple thousand. So if for these guys, we were to go 1,000 apiece instead. And again, we don't necessarily need any of these guys. It's just more we're trying to add big name talent, because why not? If we can skip the line a little bit. If we add 1,000 points, I'm a little bit worried we could still be jumped for those 3 players. Obviously, that leads 3,000 and 3,000 for Johnson and Cantrell. I don't know if that's enough. I hope it is. But this way, with 6 scholarships left, we can make a play for all 5 people. I'm not finalizing this yet. Actually, yeah, 35. I did the math wrong. I don't know why I did the math wrong. Stupid, I guess. 35 and 35. Is 1,000 points enough? And is 35 enough to overcome? I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it, because if this works and we get all 5 of these guys, our program just got flipped on its head in the best possible way. It's a bit scary to be that close to landing a 5-star and to only put 1,000 points on them, but we got to risk it. That's what I learned from that overtime game last night. We got to risk it sometimes. 5 players that we're targeting. Come on. This could be absolutely insane. We could jump the line so quickly. Never thought we'd be in the running for a 5-star that early. We landed 2 out of 5. Avery Butler, who was the 5-star athlete, and then the lesser of the defensive ends, Jamal Reese. I'd still call that pretty good. Alex Johnson, we battled with Arkansas the whole way. Cantrell did go to Ohio. 2 out of 5's not too bad. You can argue maybe we should have just targeted 3 and let 2 others go. Like, you could realistically argue that we should have cut Reese and put more points into Cantrell, and I wouldn't necessarily disagree. But again, we were closer on Reese than we were with Cantrell. We still had a great class. A top 10 class, in fact, in just our 2nd season with the team. Our first ever 5-star prospects. That is insane that we have already had a top 10 class. Number 7. We are down to 1-star prestige. So that's 2 years in a row losing a ranking of prestige. But 1 5-star, 6 4-stars, 14 3-stars. We were only bested by LSU, Texas, Alabama, UCLA, Texas A&M, and USC. We needed that so badly. We needed that so badly, but now we need this next season to be one where we start winning games. We're still going to be scheduling games against pretty mid teams, but now we need to actually start beating those teams, and consistently as well. So now we get to the part that takes quite a while. Position changes, optimization, renaming players will be coming up soon too. But yeah, I think we're looking pretty good right now, all things considered. I mean, you know, we didn't have any limitations either, so, you know, it's nice to be ahead of schedule. I think we're always going to get here, but we are ahead of schedule.